People love to joke about British food. They say it's bland, boring, or tasteless. But that's not the real problem. The real problem is that some British foods are eaten so often that nobody questions them anymore. They became normal, automatic, routine. This video is not about banning food. It's about what should not be eaten regularly, even if it's traditional, cheap, or familiar. Today, we're ranking the top 10 British foods you should avoid in London, worst to best. Not because you can never touch them, but because eating them often gives you very little back. Let's begin. Number 10. Beans on toast. Beans on toast is one of the most British meals ever. It's cheap, fast, and comforting. But here's what people ignore. British baked beans are cooked in a sweet tomato sauce, often containing added sugar and starch. Then they're poured on top of white toast, bread that's already highly refined and fast digesting. So what you're eating is carbohydrates on top of carbohydrates. Very little protein, very little fat, very little satiety. You feel full for a short moment, then hunger returns. Beans on their own are fine. Toast on its own can be fine. But together, eaten regularly as a full meal, this combination offers calories without lasting nourishment. Occasional comfort food? Fine. Regular meal? Avoid. Number 9. Sausage rolls. Sausage rolls are everywhere in Britain. Train stations, bakeries, high streets. They're warm, cheap, and convenient. But nutritionally, they're weak. Most sausage rolls are made from refined white flour, cheap vegetable fats, and processed meat with high salt content. They feel filling because they're dense and warm, but that feeling disappears quickly. You don't get sustained energy, you get short comfort. This food solves cold weather, not hunger or nutrition. Once in a while is fine. As a regular lunch replacement, avoid it. Number 8. British meat pies. British pies look hearty. They look like real food. But most British pies are built around pastry, not meat. Thick crust, heavy gravy, surprisingly small amounts of actual protein. When you break it down, you're often eating refined flour holding sauce with a small portion of meat inside. It looks like a protein-rich meal, but behaves like a carbohydrate-heavy one. That's why pies leave people sluggish and hungry again later. Traditional? Yes. Comforting? Yes. Smart daily choice? No. Number 7. Flavored porridge pots. This one surprises people. Porridge itself can be a good food. Plain oats cooked properly can work well. But flavored porridge pots are a different product. They usually contain added sugar, artificial flavorings, and very little protein. They're designed to taste good quickly, not to keep you full. You eat them fast, they digest fast, and hunger comes back fast. They wear a healthy breakfast label, but function more like dessert. Porridge is healthy. This version is not. Number 6. Full English breakfast when eaten often. The full English breakfast is iconic. Eggs, sausages, bacon, beans, toast. It was designed for physical labor, long hours, and high energy output. The problem isn't the food itself. The problem is context. Modern life doesn't burn fuel the same way. Processed sausages, sugary beans, and fried bread don't match a sedentary routine. Eaten occasionally, it's fine. Eaten weekly or daily, it becomes excessive. This breakfast built factory workers, not office chairs. Number 5. Scotch eggs. Scotch eggs sound protein-rich. Eggs are healthy after all. But Scotch eggs take a good ingredient and overload it with poor processing. They're deep-fried, wrapped in processed meat, often eaten cold as a snack. High calories, low nutrient density. You could eat eggs and feel satisfied. Or you could eat a Scotch egg and still need more food later. This is a classic example of tradition overriding logic. Number 4. Fish and chips, chain version. Fish and chips is one of Britain's most famous foods, but chain versions often sacrifice quality for speed. Thick batter, old frying oil, oversized portions. The fish itself becomes secondary to the coating. You're no longer eating fish, you're eating fried flour with fish inside. Good fish and chips absolutely exist, but most people eat the cheapest, fastest version, and that's where the problem lies. Number 3. British ready meals. The UK leads Europe in ready meal consumption. Even premium ready meals often include seed oils, high salt, and stabilizers. They're not designed to nourish, they're designed to reheat well. They replace cooking, but they don't replace real meals. Once in a while, they're fine. As a lifestyle, they quietly drain health. Britain doesn't cook, it reheats. Number 2. Crisp sandwich. Yes, this is real, and yes, it's common. Bread, butter, crisps inside, pure refined carbohydrates, salt, and seed oils. No protein, no fiber, no balance. It exists because it's cheap and familiar, not because it's a good idea. Only Britain looked at snacks and said, "Let's make this lunch." Number 1. Ultra-processed British white bread. This is the foundation of the problem. Soft, sweet, long shelf life. British white bread is eaten every single day, often multiple times a day. Low fiber, low micronutrients. High blood sugar impact. It feeds habits, not bodies. Change this one food and half this list improves automatically. Final thoughts. British food isn't evil, it isn't broken. But some foods became too normal. They're not forbidden. They're not poison. They're just overused. Eat them occasionally, not every day. That's the difference.